October 27th is when I got my first check, right? First check, $2,749.75. Next check, $3,448.85. Next check, $4,556. Next check, $4,474.59. Next check, $771.43. Next check, $2,730.95. Next check, $5,186.38. Next check, $4,459.15. And my last and final check I got from that company, well, this is not my last check. This is my last direct deposit. The last direct deposit, $277.89. Now we're going to go back. We're going to look up my last check because the company, when I quit, they didn't give me payroll. They said I had to come and get my last check, which I deposited, right? So now we're going to go to deposits. And I know about how much it was. We're going to do range $1,500 to $2,000. Was around there was my last check. Look right here. Last check, $1,865.86. And when I did all of the math, it came out to roughly $30,611.86. This is to show y'all, bro, I'm not capping on this app, bro. Tell me what other guru, because I'm not even a guru, right? But tell me what other person is on YouTube actually showing y'all their bank account live. Not a screenshot, because you know you could fake it, live, right? Around here, approximately, when you do the math, this is what it comes out to. When I edit the video, I can do the math again. But before we even go into the video, I want to show y'all that I'm not a capper, bro. All right, let's get into it.
We could go ban for ban. Fuck that, we can go M for M.
All right, boom. Step one, need to write down your why. The whole reason why you're trying to get this 30 bands. For me, I wanted to get out of debt. I was in crazy debt, and I wanted to save up to start my new business. For you, it could be, if you're in college, you want to pay for your tuition. You want to get a new laptop. You want to get a new V. You want to get a new car. You want to go on a vacation. You want to spoil your significant other. Whatever you need 30K for. Who's going to turn down a free 30K? Feel me? But the most important thing you got to do is just write it down, have it on your screensaver on your phone, have it somewhere where you're going to look at it and see it every day when you wake up. You can have that on your steering wheel when you're going to work. You can have that on your mirror in the bathroom. You just need to remind yourself day to day why you're doing this. Because when you're going through the tough times, when shit gets hard, because I promise you, this is not easy. This is not for everybody. But when things get hard, you need to know exactly why you're going through this struggle.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, get some money, fuck they plan.
All right, now we're gonna get into practical steps. Now that you got your mind right, now that you got your body right, you're hungry, you're ready, you're motivated, you're like, Alf, shut up, nigga, tell me what I have to do next. I'm gonna tell you right now. The first things first, what you're gonna download is Indeed. Download Indeed, we all know this infamous app. What you're gonna go on and do on Indeed is you're gonna go and filter entry-level sales jobs in your area that say you can make up to $100,000 to $200,000 your first year. For my type of job, I worked in like call centers, bro. That's where you can really make explosive money, and it's only based on your skill level. You don't have to get promoted. They don't care about your experience. You need to go to a place where it's entry level, bro. I would stay away from anything that says you need a license. So stay away from anything that says life insurance, financial advisor, things like that, because you're not ready for that. This is beginner friendly. This is if you have no experience, you're fresh out of high school. I don't want you spending money to get into a job. It doesn't make sense right now. Later on, probably you could, but for right now, again, focus on jobs that say you can make up to $200,000 your first year. You want the only reason for you not to be able to make a certain amount of money is to be because of your skill set, not the opportunity vehicle. Don't go apply to places that say you can only make 80K your first year, because you're not going to be able to make $30,000 fast like I did.
I don't want no friends, evidently I just want the cash.
So after you mass applied on Indeed, any place that's really making some money, they want to hire as much salespeople as possible, bro. They want to hire as many people as possible. So most likely you're going to be getting a phone call either the next day or the day after, or sometimes even the same day, bro. And that's how you know that there's really money to be made, if they're fast to call. You want to go to a place where it's easy to make money off rip. If you don't hear back from any companies, what you could do is take a list down of all the companies that you applied to and call them up the next day. Just be like, look, I'm hungry, I'm motivated, I want to start as soon as possible. What are the next steps? Let me know what I should do.
Put Put him on the news, son. I'm even like Lucy, son.
It's pretty simple. When they tell you to come to the interview, come looking presentable, get a fresh cut, come with a presentable shirt on. You don't need to go crazy, but I'll be honest, like I've seen people come in to interview at my old job with a whole suit and tie, didn't get hired, but I've seen other people come in with just like literally a hoodie and sweatpants and get hired. I'm not saying you should do that, but just go in as presentable as possible. You want to make a great first impression. First impressions are super important, bro. You're gonna show up to that interview, you're gonna show up with a resume, print it out preferably. You want to show like, you're on top of your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak.
All right, so boom, congrats. Once you're in the interview, right? Most sales interviews are really a test. They need to see if you're gonna sell yourself, right? But I'll be honest too, right? Like most sales jobs, they're gonna hire basically anybody, bro. They just gotta make sure that you're hungry, you're motivated, you're coachable, you're willing to learn, and you're willing to work hard. What I like to say in the interview is like, look, I may not have the best skills, but I'm gonna be the most hardworking guy. I'm gonna be the first person to be in the office, the last person to leave. I'm super hungry, I'm super motivated to learn. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it. And I just say what they want to hear. It's kind of, after doing so many sales jobs, I just know what to say. Guaranteed to really get the job each time. But once you're there, bro, just ask questions too. Like ask like how many people are there in the company. Ask how much the top salesperson is making. Because look, if the top salesperson is only making like 80K, 90K, even just 100K a year, they're only making that if they've only been there for 5 years and that's the only amount of money that they're making. I mean, I would still continue with the interview. Don't cross it off the list, but you're not going to be able to make 30K in and out real quick. Ideally, you want the top salesperson to be making like 200K plus, because that's how you know that the reason you're not making that money is based on your skill level and not the opportunity vehicle.
Get money, get money.
All right, so boom, once you got hired, congratulations, bro. You went through all the easy part. Now it's the hard part. Now you gotta put your money where your mouth is and really just grind, bro. It's all about just grinding, putting in that work, Mamba mentality. That's it, bro. But again, you need to be disciplined. You need to know exactly why you're doing this. Cut off basically anything that gives you pleasure. You need to go into monk mode. You need to feel like you're going through a Rocky cutscene. You cut everything off and you have to feel like you're really going to war. Because that's the mentality I had. I wanted to get every single dollar I could out of this opportunity. Whatever they tell you to do, just do 100 times more than what they're expecting it, When I was there, I was always the first person to come in the office and the second to last person to leave. I'll be honest, I wasn't the last person to leave. It was always the best sales rep. So once you're done training, once you went through like the beginning parts of the job, this next step is super important. What you're gonna do is find out who are the top 3 salespeople in the office. You're gonna do your absolute best to sit right next to them. You want to be around them, be in their energy, be in their vicinity. They really do say the people who you surround yourself with is super important. And a bonus tip, right? If you want them to like you, be friends with them, crack jokes, ask them questions, introduce yourself, If they're a little bit older than you, buy them snacks, buy them lunch, and just be like, hey, can I buy you lunch just to pick your brain so I can learn a little bit more? Most people, they like teaching. They like, helping out the younger generation or people who are behind them because someone helped them on their journey. So now they want to return the favor and pay it forward. But you also have to remember this. Sales is all about competition, bro. They're all competing for the #1 spot, for the next promotion, for new leads. If they see that you're a threat and they're threatened by you, some people, they may just try to sabotage you, bro. They might try to feed negativity in your head, and it's fucked up, but it's just the way the world works, Everybody's really trying to make it. You're competing with people that need to feed their families. Just remember that. You may be a kid. Making money may not be super important to you, but for them, it's really life or death. So you have to remember that. This is their livelihood. But, I'm not trying to discourage you or anything. Most, like 80% of the people are going to be cool, but be cautious. Don't just be naive to everybody who's trying to help you out, because you have to really know their intentions as well. But once you're there, follow what the top salespeople are doing to a T. Talk with the managers, ask them to listen to your phone calls or to watch you sell, and just to be as brutal and as honest with you as possible. That's the only way you're going to get better. All right, boom. So the last and final step is super simple, but it's not easy. When you're on your way to work, you need to listen to other sales recordings or other video presentations. You need to listen to sales books, listen to podcasts, feed your brain in the morning. It's cool to listen to music. You have to feed your brain something that's gonna help you dominate the day. You have to literally be obsessed with this. This has to be life and death. Again, this is why you cut off all the other distractions. For a short period of time, you're sacrificing fun to achieve your goal. You gotta cut off the parties, you gotta cut off the girls, the guys, whatever you're into. I don't judge, it's 2024. And I promise you, if you listen to everything I told you in this video, I will be surprised if you don't make this money like I did, bro. I promise you. If you guys want to listen to some of my sales recordings, you know, drop a comment down below. I'll post. I have literally like 8 to 10 calls of me like closing people on the phone, getting people to spend like $3,000 to $8,000 on the phone with me on that first phone call. Shit is crazy. I really know how to sell. Like, niggas should really be calling me the Black Wolf of Wall Street, feel me? I'm here to tell y'all, like, you just really gotta grind, thug it out. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have days where you don't make sales at all. But you're gonna have crazy days. Like my best day ever, I made $1,800 in one day. But there's also been days where I went 3 days in a row, I didn't make a single sale. Once you know how to sell, once you get this shit down pat for the rest of your life, if you're ever in a pinch, ever need money fast, you have one legal way to make money quick without taking on any risk, without spending any money. All you have to do is spend time and you can make money like this. You don't need any degree, you don't need any certification. I'll be honest, when you go this hard for a pretty long period of time, you're gonna burn out, and that's natural, that's okay. You know, it's like training, you're gonna hit your limits, then you're gonna need to take a break, but then when you train again, you're gonna be stronger than last time. You know, you're gonna build endurance, you're gonna build stamina. Once you hit your goal, once you hit your money target, or once you just completely burn out, you literally cannot push anymore, that's when you can resign. But this is where I tell you, you have to leave on good terms, because you never know when you might need this job again in the future. Again, this is something that's going to be in and out real quick. Maybe for some people, this could be a long time career. I've seen it for a lot of people. They find sales and this is what they stick to for the rest of their life. But for me, I don't want just a job. I know how to sell. The money was cool, but I realized if I have all the money in the world, but I can't spend it with my friends, my family, I can't really do what I want, when I want, where I want, how I want, you're not really free. And that's what I'm on this journey of. Before I was just chasing the dollar signs, but now I'm on the journey to chase freedom. The great thing about sales is that you really learn how a business is run, bro. I learned so much about a business just by being at a sales job and working all these different sales gigs. And I'm not a good student. Like, I'm not a good person to be in the classroom and just sit and absorb information. I learn best by doing. Maybe for a lot of you it's the same, but I promise you, you're gonna learn so much about business. And this is why I wanted to save up money. In the future, I'm gonna drop, you know, what I did or what business I'm doing again. If you need anything, just let me know, bro. I'm here to help y'all. I'm trying to build a community. I want us all to be making money, be rich, making money off our laptops. That's the dream for me, you know. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
I'm with the AP for 200K. They told me the frost, rainbow face. They hope I fall off. Ain't no way. I might be alright, but it ain't okay. Niggas got left. Niggas went right, I went left and stay left, and ain't nothing the same. They run their lips. I put my purple and step in my foot in the pedal of rain. Spinning shit like I'm ahead of the game. You say they gon' drop and it better be flame. Lil' mommy gon' type, she gon' suck till I'm